Hi, ho, Roundtable fans. This is your host, Steven here, and we're going through some of my favorite movies of 2021. I'll start off with, let's say, what I'm going to start off with. Spider-Man No Way Home. You know, getting tired of the superhero movies, and I walked in not expecting much, and I was teary-eyed, I laughed, I cried, I was happy to see Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield as zipping up in the suits again. The scene with them with their backs hurting, classic. Having William Dafoe and all these guys back as the villains. William Dafoe steals the show, in my opinion. Great way of giving fan service without taking away anything from the film and Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Tom Holland has proved that he is a great Spider-Man in this one. Best performance yet. Great fan service. They found a great balance of doing that. Fantastic. Second film, this is no order anyways. Second film is Kong versus Godzilla. My childhood dream to see these two guys face each other in combat came to life this year. And for the most part, I was not disappointed. Actually, the fight scenes are good. You actually, unlike the Transformers where you don't know who's fighting who at one point, this you clearly saw who's hitting who, who's biting who, or whatever. Greatly done. They could have worked a little harder with the human people, with the characters themselves, the humans in this film. But everybody knows they were there to see the fight scenes. So I guess some people kind of, what's the point, right? So I get it. But maybe if they would have worked, like the first two Godzilla films, and even Kong on Skull Island, they worked hard on some of the characters. There were some pretty cool characters, so I was hoping they would do the same. A little drop with the character development, but to see these two juggernauts, icons, battling it out for supremacy, was a fanboy's dream. So that went on my list. Next up, Dune from Canada's very own, Montreal's very own Denis Villeneuve. Kind of went deeper into the books and the politics behind everything about the spices. So it differs from David Lynch's 1984 film. Not to take away anything from that, it is very different. I know people have been comparing and trying to say which is better. They're two different beasts. You can't. This one is more into dealing with the politics. It's kind of like Game of Thrones in space. I'll put it that way. Next up, No Time to Die, the last film with Daniel Craig playing 007, License to Kill, License to Thrill. Maybe not the best Bond, but definitely far from the worst that we've seen. So I think it ended it with his head held high, and we all know he, on this one, he bites the dust. I don't think I'm going to give anything away by now. So I'm curious to where they go with this. I would love to see Henry Cavill place. I'm hearing Tom Hardy, and I don't like that one. I'm not a fan of. I think he's a good actor. He's just not Bond. Henry Cavill, I think if you see him in The Man from U.N.C.L.E., he plays Bond, and he does him well. So I'm rooting for Cavill. Next up, what am I gonna say? Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Again, a superhero movie that I wasn't expecting anything from. I am slightly getting superheroed out, but this had a bit of, it was part Lord of the Rings. It brought a different vibe to the superhero films, which I liked. And so I was happy to see it. The two main characters have a great chemistry together. So enjoyable. Marvel did it again. And I think they're not gonna stop anytime soon. I think the formula is really too good, and they're on fire. What else did I like this year? Godzilla, Spider-Man, Dune, No Time to Die, Shang-Chi, and I think that's it. Those are my choices. Those are the ones I went. I saw a few more. I think those are the ones though. So No Time to Die, Spider-Man, No Way Home, Shang-Chi, Dune, Godzilla vs. Kong are my favorite films. I think I needed something a little more lighthearted than Don't Look Up or something. And not that there's anything wrong with those films, but I think for me to get through these pandemics, sorry, the Hooked on Phonics thing has failed miserably. I want something little. I want to escape. You know what I mean? And I think these are the movies that helped me the best, and giving me an hour and a half or 2 hours of like, I'm out of this place right now, and there is no COVID, and there's not. So these are the ones that did it for me. If you like what is, hit the subscribe, hit the like button. Tell me which films you liked this year. Recap for me. Give me your best. Give me your worst. You know what? I'd like to actually hear what's the worst film this year. I'm not sure yet what the worst is. I got to think about that one. But I think that can be up there. What's the worst film of 2021 for you? Which one let you down the most? All right. You know what? I'm going to give a little shout out. I think Justice League from Zack Snyder, that it saw the light of day. I'm not sure if it's the best film of 2021, but it's an entertaining film, and it was, it's because of the fans. You guys made it happen. So kudos to you. We got to see the Justice League that Zack wanted to always make, and we got it. So with that, again, live the dream, hold your head up high, move forward. Remember, it's not how you take the hits, it's how you move forward from them. So keep moving forward, all right? This is Steven from the Round Table, wishing you the very best for 2022. Take care.